Today we're going to dive into the world of Enshrouded, an action RPG with a sprinkle of survival mechanics that's been catching some eyes in the gaming community. Is it worth your time and money? I'm going to break down a few things that I think are important. First off, Enshrouded presents a decent character creation system that lets you dive into its quest-rich open-world environment. They give you the option between male and female. They let you customize hair colors and beards. The base building feature adds a cozy home base touch to the adventure, making it a nice change of pace from the usual hack and slash. So there is a reason for you to make your base look nice in that aspect, because you can play with others, not just yourself, and you can it kind of feels rewarding to come back to a nice looking house. The developers deserve a shout out for actively listening to their player community. They have been changing things even since I've been playing, with quality of life updates and rolling out things that just make it more smooth and enjoyable for everyone. It's always a good sign when the devs are engaged with their community. The world itself feels alive and vibrant. It's got little puzzles filled through in it, and they're pretty challenging, honestly. They're not just something you can walk up on and do instantly. They make you think. You have to use your grappling hook and your squirrel suit to fly. I actually like that. A lot, and some of the upgrades to your base are a lot behind those. It's clear that a lot of love has gone into the crafting of the environment. However, for those of you who live and breathe survival games, Enshrouded might not hit the hardcore survival itch. Me personally, I am one that likes a hardcore survival game that you have to be reliant upon food and everything else, but thanks to the skill tree system, food isn't as much of a dire need as in other survival games, really reducing the survival aspect of it. Building is fun and rewarding, but as of now, there's no threats to your base like raids, which might be a downer for some. I know it was for me, but honestly, I think that's coming in the future, probably in the near future, I would say. And I have to point out that the game has an outstanding feature called the Enshrouded Zones. These areas add a thrilling challenge as you race against time to complete objectives before your character meets their demise. It's a rush. It feels good. When you look down at the time and you see it and it's getting low, you gotta be strategic in your planning to make sure you gather what you need in the area, or find who you need to talk to within the area before you gotta get the heck out of there. Combat's another high point, offering satisfying mechanics like parrying to staggered enemies, which feels both rewarding and skillful. The only downside to the combat is sometimes I feel like the block doesn't register as good, but I'm sure that this is another quality of life. This is in early access, so it should improve over time. So you may be asking yourself, with me saying a few of these things, should you buy Enshrouded? Honestly, if you're looking for an adventure with a mix of action, RPG, and light survival elements, absolutely. I think it's fun where it's at for that. It's an engaging experience with a lot of potential. However, if you're looking for a hardcore survival game, this might not fully satisfy that craving, which is kind of where I was at with the game. I wanted something that really makes me depend upon the food and the resources I find within the game. With everything considering, all the factors we've talked about, I would still give Enshrouded a solid 7 out of 10. Obviously, there's room for improvement, especially with the potential for more dynamic base threats and survival elements, but the future looks bright for this game, and I'm excited to see where the developers are going to take it. I appreciate everybody that's swung by for my review. I would appreciate it if you gave a subscribe or a like to the review, and if you would like to see more things like this in general on the channel. I hope you guys all have a great day.